Good morning. It's a beautiful day to be empowered, baby. You know, Mr. Rogers used to say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Baby, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, whatever neighborhood you're in. But that starts with your mindset. You got to wake up and know that it's a beautiful day. It's beautiful and blessed.
Yes.
Everything you do should be beautiful and blessed because you know who you are, whose you are, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And when you embrace that, oh, baby, you show up different. You
Yes.
different. You get yourself together better. Good morning, Farika. Farika said, morning. Yes. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Happy, terrific, and turn around.
Turn around and turn around. Now, that's
turning around and turning around and turning around. Late in the midnight hour. That means that whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, know that God can always turn around your situation. Because if he did it before,
he'll do it again.
Do it again.
And the blessing is if he didn't do it before for you, you know somebody that he did do it before. So even if it's not your personal testimony, you still can find somebody that he did it for them. So if he did it for them, he'll do it for us every single time.
Every single time. And he's no respecter of persons.
Not at all.
Terrific Tuesday. Set the tone for your day. Get yourself up and decide because you choose. You are in control of your situation.
Yes.
Choose to be happy. Choose to have joy. Choose to have a magnificent day every single day. But the empowerment is in the choice. You have the choice to do what you want to do. It's up to you. And life is about choices. Where you are today is the sum total of choices you've made in the past.
Exactly.
So if you don't like where you are, get your behind together and start making choices so that you can have a better life going forward. Because I'm telling y'all, it's one thing after the other. If you choose to go down the wrong direction, then guess what? You may be stuck in traffic. You may have accident. It's so many things that happen when you go down the wrong path.
When you go around the
baby,
when you put that, see, when you do Google Maps or Waze, the thing, Waze is my friend. The reason why I like Waze is because I believe that's God and his buddies, because it takes me around traffic. It takes me around things that's gonna slow me down, the distractions. It takes you all around, and it takes you places you never seen before. Hold on, did the birthday girl just come in?
Baby, listen.
Did the birthday girl just come in?
Happy belated birthday. Your past birthday was yesterday, and I'm telling y'all, started off the week kind of strong and powerful because it was our girl's birthday.
You ready for me to sing to you? You ready for me to sing the happy birthday song for you? You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready? Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Okay, I was so glad Angela did not cut me off.
Ready to mute her, Reverend Pat, and then I said I ain't gonna mute her because it's for your birthday, so I'm gonna let her do that. I'm so
Happy
excited about
birthday.
seeing you, Reverend Pat, because you just make things better. I don't know. You know how sometimes some people just make you feel better? Reverend Pat is one of those people. So super glad that you are here. Everybody's saying happy birthday. So let's
Yes.
talk about what we're going to talk about for today, since the Queen has arrived. You
Yes, we
know,
can go on in.
we go in now. We going to get started now. This is the thing. I had put a post up the other day. I forgot who I was listening to, but anyway, if y'all are familiar with chess, and if you're not, the queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. And I said, let that sink in, especially for
The
women.
queen.
We are powerful. You are the most powerful piece on the chessboard.
Wow.
So I'm gonna break down 7 things that we need to consider, because when we talk about empowered mornings, we empower you for the day to choose to be whoever and whatever you want to do and be. To go out in life knowing that, baby, somebody is watching you because they like how you move. They like what you do. And a lot of times we feel like we're not worthy. We feel like, nobody cares. But there's somebody watching you right now that thinks the world of you and probably thinks more of you than you think of yourself.
Yep.
Honestly, people out there. You might think, "Oh, girl, I can't do. Girl, I ain't doing." Yes, you are. Somebody's looking up to you, whether it's your child, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your parents, whether it's your coworkers, whether it's some random individual
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or wherever. Somebody is watching you, and you can
Mm-hmm.
inspire them. But you to first and foremost inspire yourself and know that you a bad mama jamma.
You are.
You are forced to be reckoned with. You are the most powerful piece on the chessboard. And I'm telling y'all, when we're talking about, games of intellect and strategy, chess is at the top of the game, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people say, baby, I'm playing chess, not
Not
checkers. That
checkers.
means that I'm being strategic. I'm being intentional. I
Mm-hmm.
am watching what I do and how I do it, because I know if my next move needs to be my best move, because if I
I'm
don't
gonna
check
make it
myself,
happen.
I'm gonna wreck myself, right? So the first thing is, why is the queen the most powerful piece on the chessboard? Cynthia said, yes, it is. Why? One is the queen's versatility. Think about that. When you're versatile, that means you can
Mm.
you can make some moves in different areas. You can show up and you can get some things done. On the chessboard, the queen can move in any direction: forward, backward, sideways, diagonally. It can move in any direction. How you translate that over to your life? As women, we often have to wear multiple hats. Y'all hear us say
Mm-hmm.
all the time, women wear multiple hats, right? We're leaders, we're
Mm-hmm.
nurturers, we're problem solvers, we're
Yep.
visionaries, and our strength is in our ability to adapt,
Mm-hmm.
to pivot. The queen's pivot game is strong, baby. On the game of chess, the
Strong.
reason why the queen is so powerful is because she can move. Like when they say when I move, you move just
Just
like
like
that.
that.
Get
And
that.
she might need to go backwards for a minute.
She
But
may need to go.
but just like on the chess game, she might need to go backwards for a moment to go forward later. And I love that. Look, she can move however she needs to move, and that's exactly what. If you can't take that and put that as the woman that you are today.
Yes. Some of us have taken steps backwards. You know how they say you take one step forward and 3 steps back. But at the end of the day, sometimes that 3 steps back is to refocus, to
Yes.
reset, to get your priorities together so that when you come back better, stronger, faster. Y'all remember the $6 million man, baby? Look, he was bigger, better, stronger, faster. All of those things because he had to get reconstructed. God
Mm-hmm.
has to sometimes reconstruct your
Mm.
mind in order for you to know that I'm a child of God, baby. You can't get it
Yes.
from me. I'm a child of God. Sparks say all the time, I'm God's favorite. And because
Favorite.
of that, he opens doors for you. He gives opportunities to you. But what we got to learn to do is not fumble the ball.
Mm.
When
That
you
part right there.
fumble, when
That
you
part.
fumble, that means that you're not executing as you should. The queen understands that I can go in any direction that I need to go in order to make sure that I'm good, in order to make sure that I am strategically doing what I need to do. And if it means going backwards, that doesn't mean that it's a failure. Denied,
It,
delayed is not denied. Sometimes you got to step back because you know, good morning, Regina. Sometimes you have to step back to reassess where you
mm-hmm,
are, to
mm-hmm.
reevaluate
To
what
add it back up.
so that you can get a clear vision of the board. So the queen said, baby, all the hats that I wear, I pivot when I need to so that I can make sure that my next move is my best move.
When I need to, I pivot when I need to. And when you don't need to, you keep on going. You keep on doing it. And that's the beautiful thing. But every step I make with God, whether backwards or forward, I'm always in a position to win because all I do is win one
Win,
winning.
win,
All
win
I
one
do is
way.
win one winning. You got to know that. And you have to believe that. You have to believe in your whole heart that God would never let your name go out there looking crazy. God would never put failure on top of your name, but it's up to you to believe that He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will never not give you enough. He will never, like He has, and never, 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 never will I.
Right. That part. That part. The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. Number two, power isn't always loud.
Nope.
The queen isn't the largest piece, but she commands the widest range of movement.
Oof.
True power isn't about being the biggest or the loudest. It's about knowing your influence and moving with intention. That's
Mm-mm-mm.
what we said earlier. The queen moves with intention, baby. She's intentional. She's strategic. She has thought about it and she knows that I need to study the game so that I can be the best player, so I can
Mm-hmm.
win. And I don't have to be the loudest. I ain't got to have
Mm-mm.
everybody looking at me. Sometimes the queen is behind the scenes, baby, directing everything.
Yep.
Have y'all seen the conductor with an orchestra? He is out there making sure every every person
Yes.
plays their piece well, right?
Yep.
He is making sure that every sound blends so that we move one band, one sound. The
Yep.
queen is the one. She may not be the loudest. She may
Nope.
not be the biggest. She may not be the baddest, but
But
she is making those moves. Regina said, baby, yes, it's the movement. Drop the mic.
ye-
Understand your power as a queen. Understand that you are the most powerful person on the chessboard. Act accordingly.
come on. And
Act
act
accordingly.
accordingly and know who you are. When you know that I'm the most powerful thing, power person, like I'm filled with, and the way you are, it's because you're filled with the Holy Spirit. The
Yes.
Holy Spirit is within you, and because it's within you, you don't have to say a word. What I tell you, you better sparkle wherever you go. Sprinkle sparkles wherever you go, because you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to leave your note. You're guaranteed to leave your message as you go. If you're standing in position and you ain't said a word, your power will still stand up tall
Baby.
for you.
Shannon said, being in position. You got to be in position so that you can play your position.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we get caught up in other things that have nothing to do with the position that you hold. And that's when the distractions come and the things come. But what does that verse say? He is within her. She
Yeah.
cannot fail. She will not fail.
She cannot.
Understand
That's
that.
what I'm back to that. Never, 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 never. You cannot fail. See, you utilize can't already. So why don't you use the can't in the right way? Why would you use the words in the right order? You should never say I can't do something when you can do all things through Christ and strengthens.
Yeah.
But when that thought comes in, because the enemy has its thoughts, and not just the enemy, it's you too that have
You
the
too.
thoughts too. when your thoughts come, you come back and tell it what it's gonna do. You don't just let a thought just sit there and rumble around. You gotta stop that thought in mid position and say, I know you talking crazy, but today, this moment is not the time, and we're not gonna do it. It's a
Regina said it's
shift.
a mindset. You have to get your mind so, as Regina said all the time, locked and loaded that
Mm-hmm.
you refuse to. There are certain things that have happened in my life, and I said, I refuse to, not on my watch. I refuse to be an invalid when I had the sciatic issue and was down for
Mm-hmm.
almost 3 months. I refuse to let you take me out like that. That's not how my life
Mm-mm.
is going to be. God, Jesus said, I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. Oh, I'm going to get that. All
Yeah.
of it. Everything he promised to me. I'm not sitting it on the table and thinking, okay, maybe it's not for me. No, I'm going to assume the position and then start acting accordingly. The third thing, the queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard because of the protection and strategy that is afforded to her. The queen protects her kingdom and she supports the king.
And she
Yes, she
supports the
isn't
king.
defined, but she's not defined only by the king. As women, we can support our families, our communities, and we can have dreams without losing ourselves in the process. That is the thing we need to understand. Regina said, yes, all of it, because we are out here making moves for everybody else. Don't forget your dreams. Don't
Don't
forget
forget.
your vision. Don't lose yourself in the process because before you were married, before you were a mother, before you
Before
you were a woman.
before
You
you got
are a
that
woman.
job. Before
Thank you. Look, sometimes you let other things take priority, but bottom line, end of the day, you can support and protect the kingdom and your king, but you still got to know who you are. When you
yeah,
look in that mirror, you know what? Sometimes people get married or become mothers and they forget
who
what
they
you used to
are.
love, what you do. What did you used to love doing? Maybe you love
Yes.
painting.
Don't
Maybe
even
you
know
love
who they
singing.
are.
Maybe you love crocheting. Maybe you love some things that you stopped doing because you assumed another position and you let the real you slide by the wayside. It's
Yes.
time to wake up some of those gifts and talents that God gave you. Those things didn't
It's a wake
stop
up
just because
call.
you became a queen to the king. Yes,
Yeah.
you protect the king, you manage the kingdom, but you also know that you are a woman. Like Regina said, live. Shall these dry bones live? Absolutely.
Absolutely. They only
Absolutely.
drive because you ain't doing nothing with
Because
it.
you're not
That's
watering you.
because it's just like with any body part. When you don't use the body part, when you start trying to use it, you gotta it gets sore, it gets achy because you
Baby.
haven't used it. You gotta
And
utilize everything and stop letting time be your crutch. That is another excuse. Well, I'm getting too old now, or time is running out. Time is not running out. Time is not when God owns it. He don't even have a clock in heaven. He ain't looking at that clock like, oh, what date is it? What time is it? Clock does not time does not mean anything
baby.
to him.
Regina said, all of them. Do you know how you can sit so long when you get up, your knees hurt or your back hurt or, something going on? You're like, oh, I got to stretch because God in the kingdom honors movement. Cynthia Lewis said, yes, you have to find your happy place. As women, take the time to find your happy place because when you get there, everything else benefits from it. Run past says, you better say that, Angela. We should refuse to settle for less than everything God
For
has
us.
for us. I'm
Settling
telling
less
you,
for nothing. So when somebody asks you your name and they like, tell me about you, don't start telling them what you do. I'm an HR representative and I have 3 kids. I have that. No, who are you? Who are you? They want to know who you are, not what you do. That's part of your kingdom. That's part of your wisdom. But who are you? I just want to know who are you. And you majority of the people, if you ask them, tell me a little bit about you, they're gonna go down the list of everything that they do, not who they are. That's two different things.
it is. And most of the time, we don't even think about the fact that you're defining yourself. You're somebody's mother. You're somebody's wife. You're somebody's job title. we are so much more than that.
So
The
much.
queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard because she knows when to move.
Mm.
In
She
chess,
knows when to move.
a wise queen doesn't rush. She calculates the move that creates the most impact. I'm gonna say that again. A wise queen doesn't rush. She calculates the move that creates the most impact. So in life, we should remember we don't always need to react instantly.
Nope.
Sometimes patience and strategy create the most powerful outcomes. Period. Take your time. Stop letting people push you into making rash decisions.
Nope.
Stop letting your emotions take you and drag you. I saw a reel the other day where they let grandmama take the dog out. And so she put the dog and was getting ready to walk him out, and the dog took off running, and the grandma dragging grandmama behind. Stop letting people run you all
And
over the
drag
place
you.
and drag you. People will drag you. Going back, Shannon said, right, Sparkle, Tanika Osborne. You were on point. Regina said, say that. Know that you got to sometimes step back. That is how the queen, when we talked about being able to move forward, backwards, sideways, diagonally, sometimes you got to take a step back. Pray about it,
Yeah.
marinate on it before you make that move, because what you want to do is let that move be your knockout punch.
Yes.
Knock them out with the next move you make. Pop
Knock
out
them
on them.
out.
I was talking about, when Kendrick Lamar is singing his song, sometimes you got to pop out on them. You don't have to tell everybody your move. Sometimes we get so caught up with diarrhea of the mouth. You want to tell everybody
Diarrhea
everything.
of the mouth.
You want to tell everybody everything you getting ready to do. You want to run it by somebody because you think that they're going to
Yeah.
tell you. That can't nobody tell you nothing more better than what God is going to tell you. Take it to him. Move in silence. Keep your
Yes.
moves on the low so that when you're ready and you pop out, nobody's expecting it. The queen sits back and studies the board so that she knows how to make her next move the most impactful, the one that's going to get the hardest punch, the one that puts that foot on their neck. Regina said, let's go, Deborah's. Baby,
But Angela,
speak.
I have to stop you for a minute because you
Go ahead.
said one important status that most people run over. You said study. You got to study that time. You got to study that game plan. You got to have that. You got to study it. That you know it frontwards, backwards, sideways, whichever way. You better study that thing, because if you don't study it, then you just gonna throw out some stuff that's not productive. And you gotta make the math make sense, because 2 times 2 equals 4. Just like 2 plus 2 equals 4. It still makes sense if I do the work. I have to study my strategy. I have to study my plan, the plans that God is putting inside of you. You better study it to show yourself. Show him, I
Show
got
yourself
this, God.
approved, honey. And sometimes, like they said about being quiet, sometimes when you're studying and you're getting all this information, and Shannon says
You
study in
better
all
study
caps.
it.
But Pat says sometimes you got to pop out and show some folks. Study so that you can gather the information you need to make the best decision for you, which is the next thing. The queen is the most powerful position on the chessboard because queens change the game.
Mm.
A single move from the queen can completely shift the momentum of the game. As women, when we embrace our power, it can change not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us.
All
You
around
don't
you.
just influence you, baby, you influence everybody else around
All
you.
around
When you
you.
make a power move, your whole household shifts. When
Yo.
you make a power move, you change the legacy of your family. When you make a power move, you the kingdom of heaven is ready and prepared to position you for all the things that you need to take it to the next level, because you are glorifying God in those movements. Make that power move and understand that when you do so, everything around you will shift.
Everything will shift.
A few months ago, we talked about tilting the room. When
Mm-hmm.
you make a right power move, you tilt the room so that everything shifts towards you. You wonder why some people walk in the room and everybody's head turned because they've shown up and something about it says it's something about her. It's something about
It's
she
something
a
about
bad
her.
somebody, baby. I don't know what it is,
But
but
it's something about her.
it's
Shannon
something
said,
about her.
study equal power moves. Like, if you looking for some power, if you looking for that real power, study that power. Study that move. Because I don't care who sells jewelry. The whole American world can sell jewelry. I could care less about what they selling. But when it's sparkle for you time, it's sparkle for you. Because can't nobody do it like sparkle for you. Period.
Period.
Yeah,
Nobody.
so you gotta believe in you too. How do I believe in that? Because God anointed me to do it. So since He anointed me to do it, since He put it in my world, that means I'm wonderfully made and I'm chosen and I'm handpicked, selected, anointed, favored, blessed by Him. The rest of it is irrelevant. So whether somebody say, I don't really like sparkle for you, good for you, and it's just not for you. Move on. I don't really like Sparkle's cakes. Okay, and it's not going to change the game. I'm not changing the ingredients because you don't like it.
Let me tell you something. Let me go back to Regina said the people will perish for a lack of knowledge. This is the thing when you mention about being anointed to do what you do. The fact of the matter is, when people put on Sparkle, it's because of how she is. It's the energy that she has. When you put on your Sparkle for you, you feel different. You feel empowered. I wish G was on here, baby, and could tell you because Monica G wears Sparkle for you like no other. It's something
No
about
matter where
how
she
she
going.
is no matter where she's at. When she has on the Sparkle for you piece, it's like she show up and people like, who is that? Who y'all know that? Who's that lady? That's what you think of because it's something about what Sparkle has infused in her jewelry that makes you feel like I'm gonna sprinkle a sparkle wherever I go. It makes you feel energized. It makes you feel special. It makes
It's
you
that
feel like,
Holy
baby, I'm
Spirit.
going to conquer the day. It's something about when you put that sparkle around your neck, you think, you know what? Oh, I have officially changed my whole appearance. That one sparkle can take your outfit from, oh, that's cute to,
Oh, now that's
you
a game
now that
changer.
yes, that's a game changer. But it's because of her anointing and what God has put inside of her that she puts in everything that she does. It's
Every
all
piece is
over.
anointed.
Every piece is anointed, and you feel it when you put it on. I'm gonna go back to Reverend Pat. She said, in professional matches, chess both opponents know the strengths, weaknesses of their opponent. They've not only refined the art of the game, they've studied the enemy and are prepared to win. We need to study, wait a minute. We need to study the word and get prepared to win against the enemy because we know how he's coming.
You
Get
know how he's
prepared
coming.
and
And
study.
you already know. Sometimes you already know who's going to have something to say. You already know.
You
You
Because if
already
you
know.
study somebody, most people are creatures of habit. When you study somebody, you already know what they're gonna say.
You
You already know what they're gonna do.
already know.
You already know they're not gonna like it. You already know they're gonna have 21 questions. You already know how it's gonna be when you study them. So the thing about it is, why are you not prepared? Why does it make you mad every single time they do that? You already know
Why?
it's coming.
You should already know that.
You already know. Study the game, study your enemy, read your word, get prepared because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. When you know that, you set up what you need your shield of protection,
Yes.
your armor of protection. Go ahead and put that on. Do you know that FBI agents, police officers, when they go into dangerous situations, they put on a bulletproof vest because they know
The
some
full.
fools out here is
Yes.
getting ready to try and
We
shoot
already
you.
know they're going to come
You
and act a
already
fool.
know. So why would you go out there bare chested like, oh, shoot me with your best shot? Shoot me with your best shot, but I'm not. Well, I have not equipped myself to receive that shot. So when you shoot me with your best shot, you take me out because I didn't show up with the armor already covering me
Wrapped
because I
up in
knew
the
that it was
full
coming.
armor of God.
Oh, now y'all got to get yourself together. We can't keep out here playing patty cake with people. Get yourself together and stop letting people play in your face and suit it and boot up so that you know I know it's coming. But guess who ready for you? I'm ready. Period.
Look,
And
you
and
got
gonna
that
block
big
it. And gonna block it. Period. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But you
ever.
gotta get
It
that
shall not
mindset
prosper. That doesn't
to
mean
get
it's
it.
not going to form. That does
Thank you.
not mean that they're not going to come up with a game plan to trick out. Long as they keep on trying, you will keep God, the Holy Spirit that's within you, will keep making it not happen. People
You say
give
the
their
same
best
way.
shot. I mean, they come up with strategies to take you out.
Period. Always. All right, we have time. I'm gonna give y'all the last two. The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard because power is coupled with purpose. The
Mm-hmm.
queen's power is most effective when aligned with the overall goal, which is to protect and achieve checkmate. You gotta know what the end game is. Why are you here? We're to glorify God. When we align our gifts and influence with purpose, we become unstoppable. Miss Doris has been talking about, baby, being unstoppable. You got to know when your gifts and your purpose get together, when you stay ready so you don't have to get ready, when you mesh them and get in alignment with what God has for you, baby, you're unstoppable. No devil in hell can take you out because you already have the victory. You are already victorious. The last thing is to stand in your full power. Too often we play small like a pawn. A pawn is another piece on the chessboard, and I looked it up and said the pawn is the least powerful piece on the chessboard, but it's also the most numerous. It's the haters. It's the people who want to take you out. You know, they always be around trying to take you out, trying to take you down, trying to take you, make you second guess your thoughts, second guess your vision.
Yes.
Somebody second guess what God gave you. How you gonna let
Why?
somebody make you doubt who God told you you are?
Who God told you
Why
are.
you gonna let a
Really?
pawn do that? But
And no
actually,
matter what has happened, even if they let you go, if they take you off the team, it still does not change who you are. You
it
are
does
who
not.
God has called you to be. And I'm telling you, if you have not been walking in the power, if you have not been walking in your anointing, time is now. Stop. Stop. And tell myself, I know who I am. I know I'm chosen by God, and I'm handpicked and selected, and I am the queen. The queen, the best player on the team.
Period. The best player on the team. So your reminder today is own your power. Period. Own your
Own
power,
your power.
own your gifts, own your voice, because you are meant to take charge of life. You're meant
Own your
to
power.
receive the abundance that God has given you. You are meant to show up and show out. Pop out on them and show them who you are. And stop playing it safe. Stop playing small. Stop playing like a pawn and assume your position and then run with it. All right, that's all. That's it. That's all.
So she gave you the hashtag. So the hashtag today is own your power.
Own your power.
Own your power. Empowered Morning Show. Own your power. Empowered Morning Show. If you don't own it, and when you have ownership, does an ownership mean something to you? Like I own that. I don't care. I own it. It's mine. Yes,
It's
it's
mine.
mine.
It's mine.
So, Angela, I don't know what you have been, what you sleeping on this weekend, but coming out with that chess queen, you and that you showed out, girl. You showed out. So we gotta go and get out of here. We gotta go ahead and get
Mhm.
ready for the rest of to go ahead and own the rest of this day.
Own the rest of the day.
On this third, what is it today? The 15th, 16th, the 15th. Go on and
Okay.
on the July 15,
Yes.
2025. Go on and
And let me
own it.
shout out. Happy birthday to my Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally, have a beautiful,
Happy
wonderful,
birthday, Aunt
amazing
Sally.
day. I love you so much. Own Marisa says take center stage and own it. That's what you need to do. Own your power.
Own
Take
your
center
power.
stage and own it. All right, we out. Y'all
We
have a good
out. Have
one.
a blessed one. We believe God.
Yes.